Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Good morning and welcome to Squiz Kids, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Tuesday, December 1. In Squiz Kids today, Biden loses major tussle. Japan's meteor fireball. The Formula One blow-up. And Dance Monkey does it again. That's what's making news, kids style.
The lowdown.
He may have won the biggest election of the year, but in a tussle between US President-elect Joe Biden and his pet dog Major, the dog has come out on top. Major is one of Biden's two German shepherds, the other one being Champ. And whilst playing with Major over the weekend, the president-to-be has broken his right foot, which means he'll be wearing a moon boot for the next few weeks. Presin boots. It's kind of like Puss in Boots, but for the most powerful man in the world. Joe Biden and his wife Dr. Jill Biden adopted Major from a dog rescue shelter 2 years ago. When he moves into the White House in January, Major will become the first rescue dog ever to live there. That's quite a story, from a rescue shelter to the White House. There could be a movie in that. Outgoing President Donald Trump took to his favourite form of communication, aka Twitter, to tweet that he hopes his election opponent gets well soon, and we can only assume he meant it. Not that the injury appears to have slowed Mr. Biden down any. He yesterday announced that all of the senior members of his press office, which is to say the people who work in his office and communicate with journalists, reporters, newspapers and TV stations, will be women. It will be the first time in the history of US presidents that the senior press team will be all female.
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Osaka in Japan, where residents of a nearby prefecture had their Sunday night sleep interrupted by a massive exploding meteor as it came crashing down to Earth. The meteor, or bolide as astronomers call it, lit up the night sky in the wee small hours of Monday morning, sending a massive sonic boom across the countryside as it disintegrated in the Earth's atmosphere. A bolide is a meteor or fireball that explodes before reaching the ground. Scientists reckon there are about 5,000 bolides per year that fall to Earth, but very few of them are seen, and even fewer are recorded on video. Happily for us though, one eager star watcher happened to be filming the night sky when the fireball broke through the Earth's atmosphere above Japan. And there's a link in today's episode notes to that video. You're welcome.
Sport time!
And so Formula One racing we go today, where Aussie driver Daniel Ricciardo has expressed his frustration with the organisers of the Bahrain Grand Prix, where one of his fellow drivers, Frenchman Romain Grosjean, had a lucky escape on Sunday following a horror crash. Ricciardo criticised the broadcast of the graphic accident over and over and over on TV, reminding the Formula One organisers that their sport is not a video game or a Hollywood film, but real life with real people. Ricciardo said it was irresponsible of race organisers to treat race car drivers and accidents like this one as forms of entertainment. Grosjean was recovering in hospital yesterday with burns to his hands after he lost control of his car at high speed and slammed into a fence, an accident that set off a big fire and broke his car in half. Waving to his fans on an Instagram video from his hospital bed, Grosjean said that he had had a lucky escape and was saved by the extra safety precautions Formula One had introduced 2 years ago. Seatbelts, kids. Wear them.
Pop Culture Corner.
That dance monkey just won't stop dancing. The hit song by Aussie singer Tones and I was yesterday named as the most popular and most frequently searched song ever on the music identifying app Shazam. The app, which people use to identify songs they want to know the name of, has been used to identify Dance Monkey more than 36 million times since the song's release in May 2019, which is nothing compared to the number of times the Dance Monkey video has been viewed on YouTube, which is now well over the billion mark. That's billion with a B. Or the number of times I've heard it on the radio, which must surely be in the trillions by now. If you're in the mood, check out the link to Dance Monkey's video in today's episode notes, because it's the last few weeks of school, and we all need a brain break. Wowzers, you guys sure do love your Christmas elves. It's only been 24 hours since we announced an upcoming Squiz Kids Q&A with one of Santa's elves, and the questions have already started flooding in. Sugar Plum Mary, one of Santa's elves, has kindly agreed to interrupt her busy pre-Christmas work schedule to take the Squiz Kids hot seat and answer your questions. Yes, that's right, direct from the North Pole, where she lives and works as part of Santa's trusted team of elves. Sugar Plum Mary is getting ready to let you in on all the Christmas secrets she has the answers to. Except maybe if you're on the naughty or nice list. She helps look after the reindeer, is one of several elves responsible for keeping the sleigh in fine mechanical order, and knows which treats Santa likes best when he comes down chimneys or through back doors all over the world. So many questions, so little time to ask them. You've got until tomorrow evening to email your questions to squizkids@thesquiz.com.au.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. What's the name of President-elect Joe Biden's rescue dog? That's right, it's Major. Question number 2. Over which country did a fireball meteor explode on the weekend? Yeah, it was Japan. Question number 3. Which song by Aussie artist Tones and I has been named the most popular on the music identifying app Shazam? You got it, it's Dance Monkey.
Shout-outs.
It's December 1, National Christmas Lights Day in the United States, where, if you haven't yet strung up your lights for the festive season, you're encouraged to get busy. There's a very funny film about Christmas lights competition called Deck the Halls. I've stuck a link in the episode notes to a little preview. It's also only 24 sleeps until Christmas. Santa Claus is coming to town. Plus, it's also a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Bridget from Skye, Liliana from Mornington, Harvey from Maruka, Erin from Bowral, and Zara from Maruya. And some belated birthday shout-outs to Millie from Paddington, Bryce from New South Wales, cool name, Ivy from Melbourne, and Lily from Old Bar. Happy birthday, one and all. And today's classroom shout-outs go to all the kids and teachers at St. Pius X Parish School in Warrnambool, Class 5-6H from Turvey Park Public School, Class 2JD at Kingsville Primary School, Class 4 Blue with Mrs. Mewett at Good Samaritan Catholic Primary School in Fairy Meadow, Class 2W at Burraneer Bay Public School, and Classes 5C and 6A with Ms. McGuinness from Chatswood Public School. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout-out, or if you're after a classroom shout-out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out. Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.